Thanks for staying on News Desk with me, Benis Abubedu Lansa. An Accra Circuit Court issued a warrant for his arrest. The Criminal Investigations Department of the Police Service declared him wanted in 194 Interpol countries for fraud. We are learning that the Chief Executive Officer of gold dealership firm Menzgold Saga, also known as Nam1, is outside the country, and he is working to raise money to pay off customers who are demanding the release of their locked-up investments. It's however unclear what country he is in as the police work to bring him to face accusations of defrauding by false pretense. Public Relations Officer of Menzgold, Niyama Mate, tells JoyNews the company is only going through hard times and there is a comprehensive plan to pay all customers their investment. Well, Artist manager at Xylophone Media, sister company of Menzgold, Lawrence Isiama Hansen, aka Bulldog, wants Nana Appiah-Mensah to come out and deal with the matter. According to him, the CEO of Menzgold has a good case and there's no need hiding.
It's sad. It is very sad, and if you look at it, it is confusing as well. If you had no business, if you had not licensed the person to run a business, then why go and shut them down? And now so dust into people's eyes and say it's a Ponzi scheme, it's this and that and that. And unfortunately, some of the people have bought into it. But let me tell you, not all of the people will buy into that nonsense that you're putting out there. Listen, this present administration is a mess, and they're messing everything up. The agitation by customers of Menzgold really isn't the fact that government should step in and help them recover their monies. Yes, that's what they're saying, but that's not the real intention. The real intention is, what were you doing in the person's business if you had no right? If we had collected taxes from the person for 5 years, if you've collected taxes, the government of Ghana had collected taxes from Menzgold for 5 years. The state institutions that were sending letters, were throwing things about, the communication minister, unless he doesn't know his job, just said, had no business regulating Menzgold. Then another person that amazes me, I mean, it doesn't amaze me, he's funny, is the Minister of Finance. He speaks as if, oh God, he has no finance sense. The Minister of Finance has no finance sense. You call investors greedy. You have data bank. What is the essence of data bank? That investment bank that you have. What are you doing there? Are you not there to make profits? Don't you give profits? Then the idea or the concept of business is greed. Because it doesn't make sense that I put 10 cedis somewhere in data bank and over time you give me 12 cedis. It doesn't make sense. If that's the case. But you know, like I've said, discerning people are watching. Discerning people are listening to you people. And they can tell the lies. You understand? They can tell it. Unfortunately, you have power today. So go ahead and do all you want to do. Yeah? But there's time for everything. Trust me, there's time for everything. Wow. And then Appiah-Mensah, be strong. You see what is happening? Be strong. People have gone through worse. I'm telling you, bro. People have gone through worse. And no matter what, we stand by you, no matter what. And if I were you, if what I'm hearing is true about the arrest warrant, yo, show up. You will not be jailed. None of your people will be jailed. You did not defraud nobody. You have a good case. You were running your business until this present administration messed it up. If you felt that Menzgold's dealings were wrong or were dubious, there were better ways of going at it. When you started this campaign against Menzgold, you said you were protecting customers and their investments. Yes, that's what government said. That's what government said. Today, what is happening to the customers? Us. What is happening to us? We are being called greedy. Where are our investments? You came in to mess things up, not to protect us. You've messed things up, and you've delayed our investments from coming to us. Wow. Yo, I think you guys did not read through the document you put out, because that's a clear case. And up here, read through that document. The presidency has just confirmed that they had no business. I mean, BOG and SEC, you are not licensed with them, so they had no business coming into your job. Mess with our damn. Sad country, like I said before. Sad country. Sad country.
Meanwhile, government, in a statement signed by Information Minister Kojo Nkrumah, insists the state cannot and will not resort to the use of taxpayers' money to pay up locked-up funds of Menzgold customers. It, however, assures the security agency shall employ the powers of the state to locate the accused persons and bring them to justice. Well, President of the Ghana Pentecostal and Charismatic Council has also been speaking. He believes that the customers of Menzgold deserve an apology. Listen to him explain why on Upfront.
To me, we are now doing firefighting or reactionary method, and we need people who should have been proactive, who should have seen what was going to happen. The fact that they were warning, we have a statement in Cree, say akwada ni mo janu okusoma wonka sa akwada me ko yi ni nsa firi januma obesu obeyi na firi janu wonko twa me janu anko hye no. So this Menzgold thing was like a fire burning, and this what has happened today was going to happen. And people have tolerated this to happen, and it is sad. I'm not saying that they can take the money from the government, because they knew that the deal was bad from the beginning. Those who are complaining are not talking about when they were getting the 10% every month. Where were they sending this money? We're not even paying tax on this money. You know, it is sad. I feel for them as a pastor. It shouldn't have happened. Yes, the government doesn't owe anybody a cedi, but the government cannot accept the blame for watching for this thing to happen.
Do you agree government should not spend or do anything to help the people?
Oh yeah, this country, you see, when we were even thinking about the National Cathedral,
yes,
people were crying. We don't have schools, we don't have this, we don't have this, we don't have this, we don't have this, and why should we go and use money for this? And what about such a deliberate thing? And see how much government is already spending on the banks and other things, and we want government to come in. To me, if people, because if you do these things, if the government comes in, we give more rooms for such occurrences to happen ever now and then. The guy should be arrested, like what he said. His assets should be seized, and whatever we can retrieve from the assets or those who have collaborated, we take it and share it for those who have invested. To have a penny is better than none. But why do we just allow this guy who was throwing money away? Warren Buffett will not do this. Bill Gates will not do this. I mean, it was sheer madness and stupidity. And we allowed this guy to do this in this town. And now we want the government who want to fix other problems to pay this money. As for that, it's no-go area.
Really?
But that doesn't mean that they should not accept the blame and apologize to government for failing, not only this government, previous governments, because they did not come to power.
Government should apologize.
Government, those who were there when it started and nurtured the person, and the one who is here now, who is there now, and this thing has collapsed in their watch, they should apologize to the Ghanaian people for failing to do that which they are supposed to do. Nevertheless, that doesn't mean they are responsible to pay the monies, but they cannot say, because we warn you. That is in Ghana. That it's only in Ghana. It can't happen anywhere. We warn you.
Well, so what has been the story so far? for Menzgold since it started operations. And let's bring you those details now. The story so far: October 2014, the Central Bank investigations uncovered a financial institution operating under the guise of microfinance at Kaswa under the name Men's Bank. It claimed it traded in gold. And then the name changed to Men's Bank Ghana Company Limited, ending with a C instead of a K, as was in 2014. And then it finally changed to Menzgold. Now, in 2017, the Bank of Ghana warned investors to desist from making deposits to Menzgold. In 2018, Menzgold clashed with the Precious Minerals Marketing Company after announcing its license had expired 5 years into its operations. And in the same year, the Securities and Exchange Commission stopped Menzgold from dealing in gold collectibles. The company went to court that SEC had no business to interfere in its operation. And in August 2018, Menzgold was unable to pay back dividends owed customers. In January 2019, aggrieved customers in Kumasi staged demonstrations as the police arrested 7 for 2 offences. They were granted bail the same day. And on January 9, 2019, the CID announces efforts to arrest Nam 1, and they said that yielded little results. And as it is now, we are still yet to receive any information of Nam 1's arrest. Now, police secures court order for his arrest. Red alert triggered in 194 Interpol countries to assist with location and arrest of Nana Apia Mensah, his wife, Rose Tete, and sister, Benedicta Apia, who are believed to be directors of Menzgold. And on January 10, 2019, the court threw out Menzgold's case against the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC. We'll keep our eyes on the story and furnish you with details as and when they are available.